Hello and welcome back to the Life Recovery Devotional reading series that I've got here on Respro Church. Today's reading is titled Beyond Insanity. Our Bible reading for today is out of 1 Samuel 21:10 through 15. We came to believe that a power greater than ourselves could restore us to sanity. There are times in life when our insanity is useful to keep us alive or to help us cope with a particularly difficult set of circumstances. We may have begun using our addictive compulsive behavior as a survival mechanism. Maybe now we're stuck with the craziness just because it's familiar, even though its usefulness has long since passed. We may, we may feel more comfortable with chaos than with sanity because it's all we've known. Young David was fleeing from King Saul, who was trying to kill him to prevent him from taking over his throne. David escaped from Saul and went to King Achish of Gath, but the officers of Achish were unhappy about his being there. Isn't this David the king of the land? They asked. Isn't he the one the people honor with dances, singing, Saul has killed his thousands, and David his 10,000s? David heard these comments and was very afraid of what King Achish of Gath might do to him. So he pretended to be insane, scratching on doors and drooling down his beard. Finally, King Achish said to his men, "Must you bring me a madman? We already have enough of them around here. Why should I let someone like this be my guest?" So David left Gath and escaped. If David had continued to act insane after he was out of danger, he never would have become king or gone on to great victories. We, too, need to let go of the insanity that helped us cope in the past and move on toward our own victories. Our insanity can end as soon as our recovery begins. Man, this was powerful too. I tell you what, I'm recording the last 10 videos, 9 or 10 videos in a batch, and this particular reading is the last one I'm doing, but it's really the biggest, um, I guess, pro tip for those of us trying to get through recovery. Yes, our period of insanity, our addiction might have had a useful point at one time. I know for me, it was useful up until the point to where it became more habitual than self-medicating for trauma. Once I stopped using the alcohol as a method of being able to get healthier, get not healthier, but get away from my memories, and it started just becoming a thing I did, I should have immediately stopped. However, I continued for years because it's all I knew and it's all I was familiar with. And because I was familiar with it, it became a source of almost comfort. It wasn't a comfort, but it became almost comforting. Almost being the key word. We can have an almost healed body, but if it's only 99% healed, that 1% will still cause us pain. We can have an almost cured person of cancer, but as long as there's at least 1% of cancer in the person's body, it's going to come back eventually. We could have an almost perfect economy, but if 1% is out of whack, that 1% can affect the other 99 down the road. It's these, well, heck, we can have an almost structurally integral skyscraper, but if 1% of the structure is bad, it won't be long before the whole thing comes tumbling down. In the same way, our life can be almost good, but as long as we allow that 1% to still take hold, we're never going to fully heal. It's when we let go of that 1% and let it go for good that we can see God's power working in us to make us go from good to great. There's a saying that my pastor says all the time when we're working together. Sometimes you have to sacrifice good enough for greater. And that's really the biggest thing. You can't, you can't, you can't sacrifice greater for good. If you do, you're only setting your own self up for disappointment and failure and eventual collapse. Like that building that was 99% structurally intact, but 1% was just off enough that the rest of it came tumbling down. Thank you guys so very much for watching, sharing, subscribing, liking, commenting, and supporting this channel and this ministry. I want to thank you guys so very much for being here and being a part of my ministry. And I want to thank you for getting to step to day 13, I think, was that one? Yeah, day 13. So day 14 is coming tomorrow, and I will make sure to have the rest of the months or the steps readings done by the end of the week, so that way you can see all of the step work going down. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. God bless, and I'll see you again soon.